Hello, wonderful children. Today we're going to talk about another type of linear function. This one is called point-slope form. So, last time we talked about slope-intercept form, which is where we used a slope and an intercept, and we had the equation y equals mx plus b, where we have slope and intercept. Today, we're going to be talking about what happens when you have a slope and a given point, but not necessarily the y-intercept. So we're going to have a slope and a given point. So we're going to have slope, which is still m, and a point, which is going to be x, y. We're actually going to call this x1 and y1, or y1, x1 and y1, because we don't want to get them confused with the x and y that exist in our equation. So, our formula for writing point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And when you're seeing that, you're seeing, okay, well, m, that's our slope. Slope goes right there. x1, that goes right here. And y1, that's my value right there. X and y stay the same. Remember, we keep x and y the same. Those are always going to be written as x and y. These three highlighted values will have value attached to them. We'll put numbers into that. So, if I had the information that I have a slope of 2/3 and a point of 6/4, and I wanted to say, okay, what's my equation for this information? Well, I'm going to take what I know and plug it into where it goes. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. I'm not going to fill in any of my highlighted things yet. Y minus equals x minus parentheses. That all stays the same. And what changes is what I plug in. So my slope is 2/3. My x value is 6. X goes with my x. This is going to be minus 6. And my y goes with my y. This is going to be 4. So my equation would be y minus 4 equals 2/3 times x minus 6. Now, if you might notice, my point was both positive numbers. But when I write my equation, they end up looking like they might be negatives. And that's okay. These are not negatives. These, in point-slope form, subtraction means positive. Subtraction means positive in point-slope form. And if subtraction means positive, that must mean that addition means negative. So if this happened to be addition, I would know that I was dealing with a negative. Okay? Now, if we were to work that out backwards and say, what if I'm given an equation? I'll leave that here. What if I'm given an equation and I want to graph a line from that equation? Can I do that? Well, the answer is yes, you can. You can do all things. Let's talk about how to do that. Let me move this all up here. Hopefully make it maybe a little easier. I don't know. Okay. Let's say I have the equation y minus 3 equals 1/2 x plus 2. So, this is the equation I'm given, and the two things I need are the slope and the point. So my slope is always this one right here. It's this one that's just being multiplied. So I know my slope is 1/2. And for my point, I need to remember y goes with y, x goes with x. I write my point xy. So I'm going to write it so my x value comes first. Even though on my equation, my x value and my y value are flipped, I'm going to flip this order when I put it into my ordered pair. Now, x, I have +2. What did I say about addition? Addition means negative. This point is -2. Y is -3. What did I say about subtraction? Subtraction is positive. This is going to be +3. So I got my point, I got my slope, and I can graph this information. Start at 2, 3, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. This gives me my straight line with all the information I need. And that's the function I would graph using this information. All right, so we'll talk some more about this tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you all then.